Alright, so you're welcome to McDave Graphics Studio. So in today's class, we are going to be learning all the tools in PIXELLAB. So I'm going to be teaching us all the tools in this PIXELLAB, all the tools and all the menus, how to use them and their function. So if you look here, we have, this is PIXELLAB Pro. If you are not using PIXELLAB Pro, I would advise you to go and look for it, or I'll be dropping a link. Okay, so this PIXELLAB, this one I'm using is PIXELLAB Pro. If you look here, we have the upper menu. These ones are the upper menus, you can see them, and here are the lower menus. These ones, they are the lower menus. So I'll start by the upper menus. The first icon here is this plus icon. This plus icon is used to add text, current date, sticker, shape, flame, image from gallery, then draw. Then the next two here, the next icon here is the save icon. This is used to save your work. After you are done with your designing, you can save as project or either as image. Saving as project is when you want to save it as a project in this your PIXELLAB. It won't save to your gallery. You only save it here in your PIXELLAB so that you can see it here. If you come to my project, you can see your work. You can edit it anytime you want. So the next icon is the share icon. You know what it does. The next one is the quote icon. Quote icon is, there are many quotes here by default. If you want to use a quote, you can select it from here, any type of quote you want. The next one is the three icon, these three dots here. You have other functions there. Use image from your gallery. If you want to use image from your gallery, maybe you want to use image from gallery as your as your background. Then the next one, full screen. If you want to put this in full screen, that is here. If you want to put this in full screen, a quick back. Then the next one is use image from camera. If you want to snap image and use it as your background, you can do it here. Then export image, that's the same thing as saving image, saving your work. The next one, image size. This is very important. If you want, before you start designing, you have to change your image size. You have to change it to, like, if you are doing a flyer, it should be 3x4. If you are doing a flyer, okay, so it's very important. Then the next one is, other ones are not that important. Contact us, tutorials, the move. Then the cover autosave. This recover autosave is used when maybe you did your work and you forgot to save and you exit your app. So maybe if you want to recover that your work, just come here and click recover autosave. Then you can search the date. These are the current dates of the works you have done so far. This is a recent one I did. Just press on the dates. You can see the works is back. So that's the function. The next one is the open PLP file. If you have PLP file, you can open it from here. Then other ones are about and exit. So that's all. The next one here is the undo button. This is the undo button. This is the zoom button. This is the guideline. The guideline. So this one is the layer. This guideline is used to, maybe you want to align your work. You can see something like this will appear. You can adjust it from here. Just click here. You can drag it. You can, maybe I use this whenever I want to do a calendar. I'll just bring out the guideline so I can align my work. Then after that, you click here again, it should disappear. Then the next one is your layer icon. This is the layer icon. What is layer? This is where you see all your work, all the things you have done here. Okay, let me import, let me open my work. Let me recover that work again. Okay, so this layer, if you look here, you will see all the contents of this my design. They are all here on its own layer. So this is logo, this is the typings, all of them are here. Anything you did here is going to appear on its own layer. So that's function of this. You can, from here you can delete any of them. You can close the visibility from here. I seen it. You can close this eye. You can close the visibility. You can lock it. Lock it means if you lock a layer, you cannot move it. cannot move it again. Like if you look at this logo now, it's locked, I cannot move it. So if I unlock it now, I can now move it, drag it around. But if I lock it, you can't be able to move it again. That's the function. So I think this is all about the upper menus. Then coming to this lower menus, we have this first one, this three circle that is joined together. Here you see my projects. That's the first one. Your projects you have done in PIXELLAB so far. Just click there, you see your projects. I have not done much here. I changed my phone. So here now, this you can see the templates. These are templates that are here by default, which you can edit. You can click on any of them and work with it. You can click on, you can edit it. Are you seeing it? So you can edit all these things. They have their own layer. You can edit the typings and put your own there. So you can only find it in this PIXELLAB Pro. It's not in normal PIXELLAB. You cannot see it there. So the next menu here is the A menu. This A menu is for text. Maybe you want to add a text. So you are going to see these two menus here. So these are some menus to this A. This is the menus of A. If you look at this one, these are the menus. If you look at this one, these are the sub menus, and this I getting it. So this is the A. So whenever you click A, if you click A, that is, if you want to add a text, just click on text. You can see text will appear. Then you can see the menus have changed. So these are the icons and the tools you need. The tools you'll be needing to format that text you added. You get to edit that text. Formatting, I mean to design. Formatting mean beautifying in design. So to format this text now, these are the sub menus you need. Once you add a text, all these menus will come out. Are you seeing it? So the first one here is edit. That's the edit. If you want to edit it, just clean it and type your own. Just type your own. Maybe I want to type Maldive graphics. Right. So this is my typing. Okay, I want to put it on a white background. Before I type, edit. Let's type graphics. Okay, so this is my typing now. So all this menu I'm going to be using. The second one here is the delete button. You can see this delete button if you want to delete your work. The next one is copy. Copy means to duplicate your text. If you want it to be two, you can copy it. I've seen it. The next one, bring to front. That is if you're having a shape or any other object on top of this, you can bring to front and you can bring to back. So the next one is the position. This is the position. If you want to position your text, just click on it. You can increase or reduce the speed at which it moves. So this is the function of this. The next one is relative position. That's something as positioning your work, maybe at the center or left hand side or down or top. I see it there. The next one is the image size, the text size. If you want to reduce the size or increase the size, I see it. So that's the function. Okay, let me delete one. Okay, let's go with this. Then here is the padding. The padding is at times if you use a font, there are maybe some part of the text will come out. This padding will just give you a space at the left and at the right of this thing. So the next one is the padding. So this padding now is if you want to give a space between this text at the right hand side or the left hand side. This one is for the left and this is for the right. So this is the work of the padding. Okay, so another one is the color. That's the next one, the color. This is the color of your distance. If you want to change the color of your text, so here you are going to do it. And under this color you will see where they wrote gradients. So these gradients, you can use a gradient color for it. These are the gradients color. You know what is gradient? A mixture of 2 or 3 color. So that's the gradient. You can add your own gradients by, see where I click. You can add your own by clicking this plus icon here. This plus icon. Click on it. Then add your own color. You can see here we are having black and green. So you can click on green. Then go and change your own color from here. Then pick a color. Maybe you want to red. Maybe you want to red. Okay. You can click on this black side again. Then click on color. Let's leave it as black. Okay, black and white, black and red. So you now press OK. So are you seeing it now? So also you can see at the upper side, you can see this. They are just a pattern. You can choose any pattern you want. If you want it linear, this one is like linear. These two. If you want it circular, if you want this by this one or diagonal, yeah, you can use them anyone you want. So the next one you have here is the texture. This texture is, maybe you want to use an image as a color, or you want to add a texture to the text that is using any image as the color of that text. You can click on the texture, click on this gallery icon. If you take it to your gallery, maybe you will go and choose an image. Maybe I want to use this one. Are you seeing it now? The image will serve as a color. It should be clicked inside the text. So that's the function. The next one is the opacity. The opacity is used to reduce the visibility of the text, or that is, it's also used to just to reduce the visibility. The next one is rotate. You know the work of rotate. The next one is mask. This is used to delete some parts of the text. We use this in logo design. If you want the text to have 2 colors, you want to break text. So this is the function. Okay, the next one is the font. You can see the font. If you want to add a font to your text, you can see there are a lot of fonts here. There are a lot of fonts. You can only have these fonts in PIXELLAB Pro. You cannot see all of them in just PIXELLAB. And some ones some of them is one I downloaded. These ones are my fonts. So here now you can give it a font. You can change the font of the text to anyone you like. Let's give it this one and press OK. So you can see how the space here is too much. It's because of our padding. Go back to our padding. Let's reduce the space. Alright. So the next one is the style. After the font, you see the style. Maybe you want it bold, italize, underline. I see it. So or you remove all of them. So that's the function of this one. The next one is a curve. If you want to curve the text, because we use this in logo design. Want to curve the text, this is the function. Then the next one is text background. If you want to add a background to the text, you can choose any color. That's the function. The next one is alignment. Alignment is when you type like 2 or 3 lines of text. If you want it either left alignment or center alignment or right alignment, you can choose it from here. Then the next one is spacing. This is spacing between letters and words. Either you want it to space between letters, or you want it between words. Are you seeing it? So that's the function of this. The next one is stroke. If you want to add a stroke to your text, so this is what it's called a stroke. You can change the color of the stroke. You can increase the width, stroke width, or adjust the stroke width. This next one is the shadow. Shadow, that's if you want to add a shadow, you can adjust the opacity, adjust the blur. You see it now. So this is the function. You can adjust the offset. You can adjust the offset to your text. So the next one is the inner shadow. This one is inner shadow, opposite of the outer shadow. I see it. The next one is the emboss. emboss. Sometimes this emboss used to misbehave, or it's a very nice effect. I know sometimes it used to misbehave, sometimes it's work well. Okay, see it here. This is the emboss. You can add the emboss. The next one is the perspective. The perspective is function. You want to make your text look like a mock-up. So that's the function of this perspective. The next one is 3D rotate. You can see what 3D rotate is. 3D rotate. That's the function. The next one is 3D text. You want to change your text to 3D, either oblique or perspective. Oblique. You can adjust the depth. Okay, that's the function. The next one is 3D shadow. This is 3D shadow. You can adjust it. I see it. So that's 3D shadow. The next one is the deflection. That's the last one. The deflection is if you want text to deflect down, you can adjust the distance from here. So these are, so I think these are about this A menu. So it's all about the A menu. So the next menu is this middle one here. The first one is the sticker. If you want to add a sticker to your design, click here. You can see many stickers that are here by default. So that's the function. The next one is import. If you want to import image, just click here. Take it to your gallery, then you import any image you want. The next one is draw. If you want to draw something, you can use your hand, free hand drawing. Are you seeing it? Just free hand drawing. Later you can add some effect to it. Are you seeing it? So that's the function. That's the function, the drawing. Then the next one is the shape. The shape menu. That's the first one. The next one. So here now you can click here. You will see other shapes here. Yes, these are other shapes. Then you can choose any of them. Then you can give it color here. You can give it color here. You can change the opacity. You can give it a stroke. Color stroke. You can increase the stroke. Stroke width here. I see the stroke width. Okay. So this is the. Okay. Let me not give it a stroke. Sure. So this is the shape. So if you notice, if you draw a shape, this menu changed again. Well, it's the same thing as the text home, the one of the text menu. Are you seeing it? So this one menu does edit, crop. You want to crop this circle, copy to front to back, position, you know it, the size, and the color. You want to change color of this circle, the texture, I've talked about it. Then the opacity, I've said it. Then color filter, I've not said it. The color filter, if you want to filter the color, maybe you import a picture. If you want to adjust the contrast, the brightness of the picture, the saturation, the whole, I see it. So you can adjust it from here. As the color filter is very, very important. Then that's the only thing that's changed. Then here is the stroke. I've talked about it. Eraser, the eraser. Maybe you want to erase some parts. You want to erase, just click on eraser, adjust the size here, adjust where you hold it. I see it. You can erase some parts you don't like. So that's the function. Then the next one is the mask. I've talked about it. You want to cut any part, you want to on it to cut some part of the image. Are you seeing it? Then the next one is erase color. This erase color is used to erase a particular color. Okay, maybe now I copied this shape and I give this one another color. Like, let me give it another color. Like, let me give it blue. And now I'm going to merge these two circles. I want to merge them. So this is how to merge. Just click here, then select the layer you want to merge, and merge it from here. You ask you want to merge this layer, so press OK. So I've merged these two layers together. So now I want to erase one part. So I'm trying to tell you how this color eraser works. Click on this color eraser on it, then use a color picker tool, this eyedrop, then pick the color you want to erase. I want to erase this color, this second, and mark good. Are you seeing it? Erase that color on my image. So that's the function of this color eraser. Then next one, rotate. I've talked about it. 3D rotate, I've talked about it. 3D shape, I've said it. Perspective, I've said it. The shadow as well. Inner shadow and emboss, I'll talk about it. So the next tool here is this one. This one is, it only affects the background. Are you getting me? So this one is background. If you want to change the background color, that's the best one. This color, background color. Maybe I want to change the background color. Let's change the function. That's the function of this one to change background. If you want to take gradient color, you can import use this. Okay. So that's the function of this one. So now the next one is transparent. I want a transparent background. Maybe I want a PNG image. I don't want this image to have the background. I don't want my design to have the background. I can come here and change it to transparent. Just click on transparent everywhere with transparent. You can save it. It will save as PNG. It won't have a background. Okay. So the next one is image size. Okay, let me give it back. Okay, the image size, you cannot change it from here. Okay, you can do it. Image size, if you take here, yeah. The next one is crop, but you cannot crop your background. That's why it is disabled. The next one, image. You want to use image from, so I have some image here. If you want to use them as your background, you can use them. Are you seeing it? You can use anyone. These are here by default. You can use them as your background. Then the next one, image from gallery. If you want to use image from your gallery as your background, you can click here. It will take you to your gallery and you choose the image. Then this last one, if you want to use image, you snap. If you want to snap the image as in right here and they use it, you can snap it and use it. Then the next two, the last two, this one is used to give effects after the last effect. So this first one is to rotate. If you want to rotate your work, rotate the background. Are you seeing it? It's only affecting the background. Rotate your background. The next one is vignette. Something like shadow will appear. You can adjust it. You can adjust it. So that's the function. The next one is noise. If you want to make your background to noise, you can increase it. It's only affecting the background. The next one is stripes. If you want to add stripes to your design, you can choose the alpha. You can reduce the repetition, the repeat mode if you want to appear too much. Okay. Next one is brightness. If you want to increase the brightness or reduce the brightness of your background, you can do it. The next one is contrast. If you want to increase the contrast of your work or reduce it, facing it. The next one is hawk. It gives you colors. Imagine colors, change the colors of the background. Next one is saturation. I want to reduce saturation or increase saturation. So with this, I've explained all the tools in PIXELLAB. So as you can see, this one is for template and your project. This A menu and this one is for your text and your shapes and image you imported. Then this tool here is for the background. So this is all about the tools in PIXELLAB. Thank you and stay tuned. On our next class, we are going to be designing a flyer and logo design. There are a lot of videos we have. So this one is just tools in PIXELLAB. Thank you for your time and God bless you.